Today's video is very special because I'm going to tell you a cool secret. Yes, the best Shiba whales have been keeping a secret to themselves for a while, but it has finally gotten out. I'll tell you what it is. In this video, I'll also give you my honest opinion on what to expect from the cryptocurrency market. Make sure to watch until the end so you don't miss a single detail. Shib sales have been going up in the last few days of 2023, which is great. Whether this is because of the recent update the developers made to Shibarium, and we talked about it in the video from yesterday, or just because more people are starting to like Shib. The bottom line is that more people are buying, and a lot of the people who have been buying are whales. Shib is now one of the cryptocurrencies that the biggest crypto investors have traded the most in the last 24 hours. The amount of Shib that these whales traded on average was about 856 million Shib tokens. But what's even more interesting is that analysts say these purchases are a good sign in more ways than one. And that has to do with the fact that Shib sales made up most of the business. Yes, it is pretty shocking. I know. You say that the Shiba Inu token has become one of the most sold and one of the most bought by whales, with average values of 510 million Shib and 346.3% million Shib. Funny enough, the token was higher on the second list than on the first, which suggests that the sale didn't just affect Shib and that the purchases on this list were more targeted. So, yay, Shiba has been sold in bigger pieces than it was bought in. But it seems like there have been more purchases than sales overall. This will explain why the amount of shipping the wallets of the largest whales that have died over the past 24 hours has gone up instead of down. Even more interesting is that the increase is so big that these whales' wallets have grown by a whopping 23 billion Shib in just 24 hours. Even so, we almost always have to go back to trying to figure out why whales have been buying so much Shib lately. I mean, in 24 hours, 23 billion Shib tokens is a lot. And the move seems to show that something very important is on the way. If something big is coming, these whales would probably be among the first to know and head toward it. Who knows if that's what's happening? Anyway, Shiba is now the token with the 10th largest share in the portfolio of the biggest dead whales. So, you can do whatever you want with that. Let's talk about how much money people make with that Shib. People who got into the Shiba Inu market late in 2022 might not know this, but people who put a couple of dollars into Shib have made millions. Many of these people went into the market almost as soon as it opened in August 2020. When the price of the token was a lot of zeros, it was very cheap. They put in a few $100s. And in a short time, they had made $1 million. Some of them invested a little more and made a little more. For example, a lucky person spent $2,233 and bought about $3.49 trillion, which will be sent between November and December 2020. Shib was still being traded with 10 zeros at this time, so the investor could buy more than 3 trillion Shib for about $2,000. This isn't possible anymore, since Shib now trades with about 4 zeros after it, but it's still pretty cheap. After Shib deleted many of its zeros, the $2,000 Shib investment grew to a whopping $23 million, and the investor took it out in December 2022. This means that this investor was able to turn $2,233 into $23 million in just about 2 years. This is not something that happens every day or with every cryptocurrency, but this investor just made the right investment with the right token. Now, this is just one of many stories about regular people who got into Shiba early enough and made it big. In one of my other videos, I talked about how a truck driver made millions of dollars by investing only $650 in Shib back in 2020. With the money he made from the right investment, this former truck driver was able to retire and live his best life. Basically, stories like these inspired a lot of people to move to Shiba in the weeks and months that followed. But some people probably wonder now if they should have, because most people who got into the market in 2021 or later haven't made as much money as those who got in 2020. But does this mean that the craze for Shiba Inus is over? Has the Shiba Inu stopped making people $1 million naira? I don't think it is, and I don't think it has. But before we talk about that, this channel gives away 100,000 Shib every day. All you have to do to be eligible for the giveaway is subscribe to this channel, like this video, and leave a comment below. Shibana, good luck. Also, you can now become a member of this channel. If you join, you can talk to me in a private group chat where we can talk about cryptic gems, money, and success. If you are interested, click the membership button. We might not see that kind of crazy profit on so little capital again, not because Shib is dead, but because it is worth more now than it was in 2020. So, you would have to put in a little more money to make a lot of money, just like with Bitcoin and Ethereum. I do think, though, that Shiba and other new token holders could still make a lot of money from their tokens. A few things, though, need to be put in place first. The launch of Shibarium, for example, could make Shib easier to trade and give the Shiba and new project more credibility. Both of these things could make Shib more appealing, and Shib burns would help create a shortage, which should make Shib more valuable. If these things are in place, it's possible that stories about Shib making people rich will move from the past to the present. So, let's talk about how much Shib will be worth in 2023. It's pointless to keep saying that 2022 will be a bad year for the whole cryptocurrency market, including Bitcoin. In fact, gold did much better than Bitcoin, which is worrying because earlier in the year, some people thought Bitcoin was a better way to protect against inflation than gold. But based on what happened in 2022, it looks like that argument may no longer be valid. Anyway, what do analysts think will happen to the price of Bitcoin in 2023? Well, News writes that down for the year 2023. Arcane Research says that the effects of contagion are likely to continue in the beginning of 2023, but we think that most of 2023 will be less busy and maybe even boring compared to the last 3 years. Research into the unknown says. Arcane Research also thinks that the passage of the missing mic by the European Parliament in February 2023 will be another important event. Even though the macroeconomic situation is getting worse, the main prediction for 2023 is still that Bitcoin will recover, and now is a great time to slowly build BTK exposure. So, basically, the prediction is that 2023 could still be rough, but Bitcoin could start to regain its top spot. Now, if you've been in the crypto market for a while, you know why. When we talk about Shib's price prediction, we're talking about Bitcoin. When Bitcoin moves, the rest of the cryptocurrency market, including Shiba Inu, moves with it. So it looks like Shib may go through more rough times, but in the long run, things should get better. How do you feel? I should also say that this is not advice about money. Before you decide what to do with your tokens, you should do your own research. This brings us to the end of this video. If you liked the video, please click like and don't forget to leave a comment in the section for comments. This helps me a lot with how YouTube works. Also, please let as many people as possible know about this video. Let's tell everyone about this.